Hello, welcome to your video about rational exponents. I have 4 examples for you, one sort of topic. We're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start with rational exponents. Rational is just a fancy word for a fraction. Essentially, your fractions you'll see today in your exponents, well, your fractions will be in the exponents. The way rational exponents work is, notice in my little exponent, I have 1 over n. N is on the bottom, and your number on the bottom is going to go ahead and come out in front of your root. You're always going to have a root. And then the number on the top, the 1, that number is on the inside of your root, and that's the exponent on your variable, whatever's on the inside. So you had the 1 as your exponent here, and the n as the exponent sort of on the outside in front of your root. So if I look at my first example, we have 27 to the power of 2/3. So again, your number on the bottom is going to come out in front of your root sign. So we're really doing the cube root. 27 will stay underneath, nice and big, just like it was outside. And then the number on top will be your exponent. So we're going to have 27 squared. Now at this point, you have a couple of options. You could type that all into your calculator, but I'm going to simplify it a little bit more just to make sure we get the right answer. So I'm still going to keep my cube root, but I'm going to figure out what is 27 squared. If I square 27, I get 729. So I'm taking the cube root of 729. In order to get your cube root, you're going to, on your calculator, press math. And then you're going to go down to number 4. You can either click 4 or arrow down, but it should look like your cube root. So you'll hit enter when you get to that one. I guess maybe that's something to add, enter. And then you can just type your number in. So I'm doing the cube root of 720 of 9, which is in fact 9. And 9 would be my final answer. Now, if you wanted, right off the bat, you could have typed in 27 to the power, the little like caret sign on your calculator, of, and I'd put parentheses, 2 over 3. That would give you the same exact answer. But if they ask you to simplify it, which I believe your homework does, these are sort of the steps you would take. All right, let's look at our second one. Again, it's sort of the same thing. We have 32 to the power of 2/5. Remember, 32 is your base. It is that big number. Ooh, that is not a highlighter, but this is. So it's going to go underneath your square root nice and big. And then 5 is on the bottom. Let's make it red. And that number comes out in front of my root. So we're going to have the 5th root of 32. And then this 2 here is your exponent on 32. So we're looking for the 5th root of 32 squared. Again, just like before, I'm going to simplify. 32 squared is 1024. And again, we're still taking the 5th root. In order to type that into your calculator, it is going to work a little bit differently. For your 5th root, or really what you're doing is the x root is what you're going to look for in your calculator. But you're going to start by typing in whatever number you want out front. So the first thing I'm going to put in my calculator is 5. And then I'm going to click the math button. And then I'm going to go down to number 5. This option looks just like this here, x root. Hit enter. And then type in your number. So I'm doing the 5th root of 1024. And this gives me a final answer of 4. Now, this steps on your calculator, they change a little bit depending on like what root you're doing. If you're doing the 4th root, if you're doing the 3rd root, if you're doing anything that's not 5, this number here is the one that changes. It should match whatever is in front of your little square root sign. So just be aware of that. Again, you could have typed into your calculator 32 to the power of 2 over 5, and that would have given you an answer as well. It would have given you the same exact thing. If you want, when you do that, please be careful and make sure that your 2/5 is in parentheses. For some calculators, it might not matter, but for others, it will. So just a heads up there. All right, we have 2 more problems. These ones we're sort of going backwards. So we're going from this step, the nth root of x, back to this one, x to the power of 1 over n. So really, when I want to go backwards, what I know I can do is I can take whatever my exponents are and divide them by whatever's in front of my root. So I notice that we have the 4th root, so I want to divide both of these by 4. And that's exactly what I'm going to type in here, 20 over 4, 8 over 4. From there, we're just going to simplify. So 20 divided by 4, that gives me 5. So I have x to the power of 5. And then 8 divided by 4 gives me 2, and then y squared. So my final answer here is x to the 5th and y squared. Now there's one thing that I think you see in your homework, and it's doing the same thing, but I think this is rewritten on your homework as x to the 20th, y to the 8th, all to the power of 1/4, because that 4 goes to both of those. These sort of say the same thing. I just sort of multiplied and distributed my power in one step. So I know there's one where it's matching, and it looks like this, so just be aware of that too. All right, in our last example for this video, we have 32m to the power of 15, and we're taking the 5th root of that. So again, I know we have a 5 here. One thing to be careful of, next to my 32, I have a 1. It's not written there, but it does exist. So you are going to go ahead and divide both of those by whatever your power out front is. So I'm doing 32 to the power of 1/5, excuse me, and I'm doing m to the power of 15 over 5. From here, you can simplify. So if I do 32 to the power of 1/5, I'm just going to type that into my calculator right now. I get 2. And m to the power of 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5 gives me 3, so my final answer would be 2m cubed. Again, if you're doing 32 to the power of 5th, you sort of have 2 options to type it in. It's either the 5th root of 32, or you could type into your calculator 32 to the power of 1 over 5. Those will give you the same answer. All right, thank you for watching this video. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your math teacher.